Assalamualaikum and good day. So in this video, the second part for squeezing theorem, let's look at more examples. Okay, the first one is solve limit 1 minus cos 2y divided by 4y when y approaches 0. So right now, we need to make sure that 1 minus cos 2y is divided by 2y because we refer to the angle here, 2y. Okay, so here, we just need to separate them. Separate the denominator, factorize the denominator for y. Okay, for y is equal to 2y times 2. Okay, we can factorize it. So we have limit y approaches 0. Here 1 minus cos 2y divided by 2y multiply with 1 over 2. Okay, 1 minus cos 2y over 2y is equal to 0 here. So 0 times 1 over 2 is equal to 0. Okay, back to the theorem again. Okay, check the theorem. And then the next one, we have solve limit sin 2m divided by m times 3 minus 4 cos m when m approaches 0. So when you have this type of form, you need to remember that a divided by b times c is equal to a over b times 1 over c. It can be separate into these terms. Okay, these forms. Okay. So right now, as we can see, we have here the angle for the trigonometric for the sine function is 2m, and therefore we need to divide sine 2m with 2m. Okay, but right now we just have m. Okay, we are lacking the number 2. That's why here I multiply with 2 over 2 because I want to use the 2 in the denominator to multiply with this m. Okay, and then rewrite the functions here accordingly. This one is the pairing. Okay, that means sine 2m should be divided by 2m in order for it to can be written as equal to 1. And these here are the remaining functions that we do not include in this term. Okay, so there are 2. This one, the 2 here, and then 3 minus 4 cos m, as you can see, this one. And 2 is not written here because we have used it in this pairing. Okay, so here 1 times 2 over 3 minus 4 cos 0. Okay, substitute m equal to 0. Okay, cos 0 here, cos 0 is equal to 1. That's why we have 3 minus 4 is equal to negative 1. And then 2 divided by negative 1 is equal to negative 2. Hence, this is the final answer then. Okay. Okay, for the last example, let's look at the number 6. Solve limit 2x power 5 minus x sin 4x divided by 3x squared when x approaches 0. So this one, we can actually separate them into these two terms. Okay, you just rewrite limit 2x power 5 divided by 3x squared when x approaches 0. And then the connector here is negative. Okay, minus. That's why it is minus here. Okay, limit x approaches 0, x sin 4x divided by 3x squared. Okay, so for this one, you can solve it one by one. That means solve this part first and then solve the other part. Okay, so let me solve this term first. So this one can be simplified. Okay, x squared here is x power of 3. Okay, here is 3 actually, sorry, 3. And here we have 2 over 3x cubed. Okay, substitute the value of x equal to 0. So 2 over 3 times 0 power of 3, we have it is equal to 0. Okay, next move on to the second term. Since the connector is minus, so it's minus here. Limit x approaches 0, x sin 4x over 3x squared. As you can see, we can actually simplify it. Okay, we have only left with sin 4x over 3x. But in order for limit sin 4x over something when x approaches 0 to be equal to 1, it needs to be divided by 4x. Okay, so but right now we only have 3x. That's why we need to multiply with 4 over 4 in order to rearrange and make sure 4 can be written here instead of 3. Okay, so right now is minus because the connector is minus. Limit x approaches 0. Rewrite the terms. Okay, with the pairings. Okay, the pairing that we have is sin 4x over 4x, and the remaining function that are left are 4 over 3. Okay, and here the 0 that we obtained earlier minus 1 because limit sin 4x over 4x when x approaches 0 is equal to 1 times 4 over 3 here. And the answer will be negative 4 over 3. Okay, that's it for examples for squeezing theorem. Hopefully, you will be able to solve any questions involving squeezing theorem. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum. Have a nice day.